Motivational lesson. Train your mouth, not just your mind. In today's world, we often hear people talk about training the mind, mastering thoughts, controlling emotions, and developing focus. But very few talk about training something just as powerful: the mouth. Your mouth, the words you speak, has the power to build or break, heal or hurt, inspire or destroy. And yet, most people train their minds to think positively, but forget to train their mouths to speak wisely. 1. The power. Hidden in words. Words are not just sounds that disappear after we speak them. They carry energy, emotion, and influence. Every word you speak plants a seed, in your mind, in someone else's heart, and in the atmosphere around you. Think about it. When someone says something kind, it lifts you up for hours. But when someone says something cruel, it stays with you for years. That's the power of words. Words can motivate a person to change their life, or they can push someone into despair. The difference between the two lies not in intelligence, but in training your mouth, learning when to speak, what to say, and when to stay silent. 2. A sharp tongue burns bridges. A sharp tongue can destroy years of friendship in seconds. You might be intelligent, talented, and hardworking, but if your words are careless or harsh, people will fear you instead of respecting you. Think of your mouth as a sword. If you don't train it, it can cut others, and eventually, it will cut you too. The untrained mouth speaks without thinking. The trained mouth pauses, reflects, and speaks with purpose. Every time you speak, ask yourself, will my words help or hurt? Will they build or break? Do they represent who I truly am? Because once words are spoken, you can never take them back. 3. Your mind thinks, but your mouth decides. The mind is full of thoughts, some kind, some angry, some loving, some fearful. But it's the mouth that chooses which thoughts become real through speech. Your mind might think 1,000 negative things in a day, but your mouth decides which ones come out. So, the real power lies not just in controlling what you think, but in controlling what you allow yourself to say. When you train your mouth to stay silent in anger or to speak calmly in conflict, you prove that your emotions no longer control you. You control them. That's true strength. 4. Train your mouth to speak positivity. There's a famous saying, "Speak what you seek until you see what you've said." This means your words create your reality. If you constantly say, "I'm unlucky, I can't do it, I'm tired of life," then your mind will start believing it, and your actions will follow that belief. But if you train your mouth to speak words like, "I'm growing stronger every day," "I will overcome this challenge," "Something good is coming my way," then your mind will align with that positive direction. Your thoughts will grow healthier, your mood will improve, and your energy will attract better things. You become what you consistently say. 5. Silence is a superpower training. Your mouth doesn't only mean learning to speak wisely, it also means learning when not to speak. Sometimes silence is stronger than any speech. Not every situation deserves your words. Not every insult deserves your response. When someone tries to provoke you, silence can protect your peace. When people gossip, silence can save your reputation. And when you're angry, silence can prevent regret. Remember, silence is not weakness. It's wisdom in action. 6. The mirror effect of speech. Whatever you say to others reflects back on you. If you spread kindness, you attract kindness. If you spread negativity, you invite negativity. Your mouth is a mirror. It shows your inner world. If your heart is filled with peace, your words will be gentle. If your heart is filled with anger, your words will burn. So, when your words start hurting people, it's not just your mouth that needs training. It's your heart that needs healing. The way you speak to others shows how you feel about yourself. Train your mouth by first training your heart to love, forgive, and understand. 7. The power of pausing. Before speaking, always take a pause. That 1 second of silence can save you from a lifetime of regret. Think of how many times people say things like, "I didn't mean it. I was just angry. I said it without thinking." But once the damage is done, words can't be erased. Apologies may be accepted, but memories never forget. Training your mouth means teaching yourself the art of the pause, to think before reacting, to breathe before speaking, and to choose peace over pride. 8. Speak life into others. One of the greatest gifts you can give someone is a kind word. In a world full of criticism, your mouth can be a source of encouragement. Speak life into people. Remind them of their worth, their strength, and their beauty. You never know whose day or even life you might change with a single kind sentence. For example, "I believe in you." You're doing your best. You have something special inside you. Simple words, but they carry immeasurable power. When you train your mouth to speak encouragement, the world around you begins to shine brighter. 9. The words you speak to yourself matter. 2. Training. Your mouth isn't only about how you talk to others, it's also about how you talk to yourself. Your self-talk shapes your identity. If you keep saying, "I'm not enough," you'll start living like you're not enough. If you keep saying, "I can't do it," your brain will stop trying. But if you train your mouth to speak power over yourself, your mind will follow that command. Say, "I am capable. I am improving. I am learning. I am grateful." Positive self-talk transforms not just your attitude, but your entire life. 10. Words create atmosphere. Have you noticed how some people's presence feels peaceful while others bring tension wherever they go? Often, it's not their actions, it's their words. Words carry vibrations. A home filled with arguments feels heavy, but a home filled with kind words feels warm and safe. A workplace filled with gossip feels toxic, but one filled with encouragement feels alive. You have the power to shape the atmosphere around you, simply by choosing your words carefully. 11. Training. Takes time, but it's worth it. Training. Your mouth is not easy. It takes awareness, discipline, and patience. You will slip up sometimes. We all do. But every time you catch yourself before saying something negative, you are growing stronger. Start small. Replace complaints with gratitude. Replace gossip with silence. Replace anger with understanding. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, your mouth will become your ally, not your enemy. 12. The beauty of a trained mouth. A trained mouth doesn't speak to impress. It speaks to inspire. It doesn't argue to win. It listens to understand. It doesn't curse the darkness. It lights a candle with hope. When your mouth is trained, your relationships become smoother, your mind becomes calmer, and your heart feels lighter. You stop reacting and start responding. You stop hurting and start healing. People will notice your peace, your grace, your maturity, not because you're silent, but because when you speak, your words carry light. 13. Final lesson. Speak like it matters, because it does. At the end of the day, remember this simple truth. Your words are your power. Use them wisely. Train your mouth to speak with purpose, patience, and love. Your mind may create thoughts, but your mouth gives them life. So before you speak, ask yourself, is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? If it's not, silence is your greatest strength, because every word you choose shapes your destiny. Train your mouth and your life will follow. Conclusion. A trained mind helps you think better. A trained mouth helps you live better. The person who can control what they say can control their world. So, starting today, be conscious of your words. Speak gently, speak truthfully, speak with love. And when silence speaks louder, let your peace do the talking. Because real power isn't in speaking more, it's in speaking wisely.